Attention, soldiers. That is the name of today's game. Thank you for joining us in today's episode for Azorius Soldiers, my friends. First and foremost, we'll talk a little bit about this particular list. Now, as always, if you do enjoy today's episode, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, if you do got a question or comment, let me know. Feel free to join us in the Discord server. And like I said, we're going to chat about this list. There's some history on this stuff, as always. Additionally, we'll break it down for you. We'll go play that competitive standard best of one and pull it all back together, as we always do. Rain or shine, win or lose, as we like to say. All right, so when it comes to Azorius Soldiers here, this list has been heavily played for a long time. Now, it is still one that you can play in the current meta, actually. And on top of that, it's still a nice, pretty highly win rated list when you got 55% plus, closer to 60%. Now, this particular version hails to us from Untapped. A couple things about this one. You are running Mythras at the top end. It's really nice to shut down your opponents. Again, shifts it away a little bit more from a little bit aggressive-ish-esque list to a little bit more top-heavy, mid-rangey list versus the aggro kind. Now, the other nice thing about this is when you hit things like Convoke and some of the other stuff, your creatures tend to be a little bit bigger, so you can kind of outmaneuver there at times. But the one challenge that you will have is Brutal Cathar is still only the only removal that you're going to find in this list. So those are a couple important things to kind of think about this one. I like it because we do have the Sky Strike Officer. I really enjoy this one. We're pretty consistent in terms of what we have versus Harbin. You could always go up to 4. Again, Harbin's a great win condition. You drop this, you go over the top with everything, play it around from those points of view. My role just gives you a very, very nice go wide, lots of support, lots of things that you can do and shut down during your turn. Your opponents can't cast those spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments as well, which can be very, very helpful for you as you take on your opponents. Now, a couple of other things to consider is there are other dual lands, the man land, as we like to say, with the bird, the 2/3, something else that you can consider here. It is going to slow you down a little bit, which is why it's not really ran in this. You do have Plaza of Heroes, though. You can still maybe add more of these because it can really help you with Harbin. It can help you with Thalia. And it can help you with Mythras to kind of keep them on the board. So those are some other ideas and things there for you. Now, again, Soldiers has been heavily played for a very, very long time. A list that I've really enjoyed and one of my favorites, actually. However, again, you're just not seeing it as much in the meta, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to cover it here today as an alternative option for you. So let's get into it here for Azorius Soldiers, my friends. Again, if you got questions, if you got comments, let me know, because I love to hear from you. Let's get into it here for finding our match. Now, we've done a lot of great lists, kind of coming back to some of them that we've played before with some of the updates and some of the differences there for Murders at Karlov Manor. Again, things like this still run very well without any updates really from Murders at Karlov Manor. Some of the things that you can absolutely keep in mind as you kind of rotate decks in your competitive play or just for fun. As always, we got swag and merch available to you. It's a nice way to support. All right, dry your eye. Not eyes, just the one. So here, like I said, we can play it for this. Staying on blue opens up Sky Strike Officer. We aren't first, though. We can play Yoshin. I'm going to try it. Not the smartest idea, to be honest. I will say that. But I'm getting greedy here for this one. So that is why I kind of kept this. We can get access to Thalia through Plaza of Heroes. Puts us a little on the backside with Resolute Reinforcements until we get that Plains mana there, though. Love these sleeves. Good old Ashiok. Ooh, alright. This should help us a little bit. Let's see what Dry Your Eye has in store for us today. Ooh, there we go. Now again, one of the other reasons why I kept this was exactly because I figured if we're on the draw, we should be able to get a good opportunity to get to get another land, which is what we needed, and even better that we get fortified beachhead. Now, one of the things we can do that can be helpful is dropping that Siege Veteran. Doing that, if we do get a board wipe, we'll be able to kind of spin up those 1/1 creature soldier artifact tokens. Obviously, we got to see what our opponent's going to play here, which can make a big difference. Let's go ahead and do this. Doing that over Sky Strike. All right. We can go with the Ocean here, or we can go with Thalia. Let's go with the Ocean. Are we going to make Thalia bigger? There we go. Gives us the token. Again, that was the consideration there that we were making. Good old Demolition Field. Creature or Planeswalker. Harbin's a good one to get rid of. Search your deck. Lose 3 life. There goes the Harbin. And we can keep this as well. Drop that in there for now. Let's go here. Good damage. We'll keep that. Now, they're gonna have to remove some stuff here, my friends, or they're gonna run into some problems. Ooh. We got those artifacts, though, which is what we're looking for. And we have our pump there if we need it. It's not enough to take it home, though. I still want to keep this for now. Let's drop this one. Ooh. We don't have any legendaries. We can always play that next, though. So let's wait. Can't forget our ability to dig here either. Let's go grab planes. Now, one more planes would be nice here because we can drop Valiant Veteran and potentially get our Yoshin in. Ooh, there they go.
Well, someone had to save the day. You're toast.
It's not going to be good enough for what we need. This isn't good enough for what we need. They're going to have break. They have minus, which is a problem. They're gonna get Breach off in the next turn, which is probably what they had exactly. So now they get the double up with their Breach. There it is. We'll let it play out so you can see it. There's the Retali. That's good game. We're not going to waste the time. Even though we know we should let them play it out. That's okay. Let's go to our next one. Unfortunate there, a little mana problem, but that's okay. Again, still not bad, regardless. Into our second match here with Azorius Soldiers. Let's see how this goes. Dun dun dun. Here we go. Payu King 88. Alright, a little bit better here in terms of mana base this time. Less curve. And we don't have to be greedy for that. Which is even better. I'm actually going to play this right away, just so we don't get stuck by anything. The 3 drops when they can wipe the board, so I'm going to do this. We'll go Soldier. Now what we're doing here is we're teeing this up for this specifically on the next one. Which is fine. Now again, they have lockdown at 3. In this case, what we do want to do here though is this. Let's go there. That gives us a token. We can wait for the next one here. This can be a board wipe. There we are. I'm okay with that, by the way. This can end up being a counter, too. Ooh, what are we doing? What's our opponent doing here? Blocking out what they're doing. Uh-oh. Time's a ticking, my friend. Could be a strategy to get us. Don't quite think so, though. Now, here's what we're going to do, too, just to be slightly safe. Because we do have lethal on the board, we want to make sure that we have some playables here. We're going to hold that one back, just in case it is a little bit of a head fake by our opponent here. If not, we'll take the win, because they are going to be AFK at this point, or DC'd, or just right into the bathroom. and being active doing something else, which we're okay with, because that is magic, as we like to say. And we're sitting here on... We should have more mana. That is the name of today's game, as we like to say. Alright, my friends. Let's see what it's going to come down to here. And that is a pass go to us. Uh-oh. Pass go with control. One more for you here today. And if this is the case, we will have happily held back some of these. And in case they do get us, we'll have happily held back some of these, which I'm good with. And there we have it. We will take it. Yes. All right, so that's against Azorius Control. 1-1 here against Breach. Rakdos Breach, then Azorius Control. Both control this. Yes. Can we outplay a non-control list? We'll find out here in the first, third, and final match against a very fast and furious opponent search there. Our opponents first, we can keep this. I'm okay with that. Like to have another land? I would. But, we'll see what's in the cards. No pun intended there for us today. Alright, mono red. Now, this thing is a problem. We can do a couple things here. I'm actually going to make this bigger first. We'll force the play on Valiant if they have it. There it is. One of the reasons why I did that right away as well is because of this. So that we can take this one off the board first. And the fact they use the 3 damage is good for us as well. We're not going to do anything here. Good damage, it's a lot of damage, but we can do a few things now, which is good. We want to do this, and we want to do this. The one problem is this thing, actually. So we want to do a few things here. Let's do this. And we'll wait. 4 damage is a little bit of a problem for us. If we get Thalia on there, though, that's good. We want to do this one. We're going to want to double block here. Then let's wipe the board there. So we'll reset everything. There we go. So this is going to help quite a bit. So now that's big enough to not have to worry about too much there. There we are. Now, if they have Godric, another drop, they'll be in a good spot. There's the good old squee. All right. So here's some other good news for us. So they didn't do that because they probably had Godric on the board, is my guess. That gets us 6. This is lethal. Not lethal, sorry. Let's do that. Here comes Godric. Oh. Oh, they did it. They did it. It did not matter. It was so close, my friends. We just had some really just bad luck. That's okay. Anyway, that is magic for us here today. Regardless, rain or shine. All right, so here we go. This was Azorius Soldiers. Once again, a list that was highly popular well before our burrs at Karlov Manor. Wanted to circle back to this one. It still has a very nice win rate at 55% plus. Did not quite get there today, but thank you to our friend who had to go to the bathroom. Now, with that, thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs. If you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know. I love to hear from you, and feel free to join us in our Discord server. Thank you for your time, as always, and thank you to all of our members. Memberships are available to you down below, and we have affiliate links and other great ways to support the channel, like swag and merch. If you're looking for cards, mats, those kinds of things, check that stuff out. Now, don't forget our socials, at me, chat me, as I like to say. Stay connected. I love playing your lists. I love running what you're doing, because we have a lot of fun. Now, with that, we'll see you out there. May you have a little bit more magic and luck than I did today. With that, we'll see you soon.